Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as reading the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. That helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But welcome to mid-June. I can't believe it. Also, depending on when you're watching this, maybe you're even watching it on my birthday. So, mid-June. But Pisces, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and healing note for you. But again, starting with column number 1, let's take a peek at our summary affirmation card. You have the card, I will encourage, Pisces. So, I think this is you encouraging yourself for the most part, encouraging yourself on something, motivating yourself, inspiring yourself on something here. That doesn't mean that you weren't encouraging somebody else, but I feel like for the majority of you, this encouragement was on you for you. Well, let's see what other cards we have here. First up, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So there definitely could have been something that was completed, finished, celebration worthy. This is also like circle of support. So having some support to get done what you needed to get done. This is also like a friends and family card. So spending that time with that friends and family. But I feel like you're celebrating something that got accomplished. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So that Seven of Pentacles, whatever that was that we were trying to accomplish, it definitely could have been moving a little bit slower than anticipated. You see with the Seven of Pentacles, they planted their pentacles and now they are waiting for them to grow. So this is delayed success, patience, waiting. But again, it seems like whatever we were waiting on, working on, we did end up completing. And that's supported here with the Knight of Swords. If you take a look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly. So after some waiting, after some stagnant time, things break loose with the Knight of Swords. This is very quick action or change. So I like to see this. Again, it's like we were waiting, but things finally started moving. And now this is us celebrating whatever it is you were trying to accomplish there, Pisces. Let's go ahead and confirm though. See what other clarifiers we have. First up, we have the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really truly doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is a card, this is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. Makes total sense. Again, we are in celebration mode with that Three of Cups. So being very happy, being very successful, again, completing what we were needing to complete. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card, this is like reflecting back to see where we were going. I think you didn't realize some of this waiting would come into play too. This Six of Cups is very innocent, almost maybe like, I don't like the word, but like maybe like naive. So we didn't know some of the challenges or some of the weight that would come into play. So it's like reflecting back, and it's not like an experience that you had previously. But then here at the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my videos before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of turning point, good luck, good fortune. So things started moving for you, turned the corner, and were able to accomplish whatever this was after some waiting, which is really great to see. So I like it. I'm glad you stayed motivated and did not get discouraged here, even through the waiting, Pisces. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to the remainder of June. We have a summary affirmation card of I am free. Woo! What are you free from? Excited to see what this is, but that sense of being free, it's hard to beat that feeling, Pisces. But let's see what we've got here. First up, we have the Chariot. Somebody described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. I feel like you're free to be on this journey now, which is an interesting thing to say, but that's what I'm hearing, so that's why I'm repeating it to you. The Chariot can also be a new vehicle, so some of you could be getting a new vehicle going into the end of this month. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card with so many different meanings, and I'm going to give you them all because I basically love the fact that we're free from them. So one of the things is like poverty or financial struggle, so being free from that. This could be a card of ill health, so not feeling very good, some freedom of that ill health. And this can also be a card of worry, so some freedom of that worry. I feel like you're being freed of a lot of things the remainder of this month, so I love to see that. And at the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of desire for long-term securities. There's something we want that we don't quite have yet. I assume, though, that's part of this journey and moving towards this thing that we want. And as part of this journey, we get to release so many things with the Five of Pentacles there. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of, this could be like apathy or not feeling fulfilled, another thing that we get to set ourselves free from, and another thing that's motivating us to go on this journey. This can also be a card of like surprise gifts, so there are going to be a lot of surprise gifts along the way of this journey just because you're being freed of so many things. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving so quickly here. We talked about that in the last column. But it's freedom quickly of these things. So the financial issues, ill health, worry. So I like to see this very quick change coming for you. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about being supportive, being tolerant. So keep that in mind with whatever this is that we're working towards. What things can we do that support this desire, support accomplishing or obtaining this desire? So that should be a focus for you for sure. The King of Cups is also very tolerant. So it's not always the easiest path there, but kind of enjoy the journey where you can and keep the eye on the prize, which is whatever that Four of Pentacles, that desire is. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, Pisces, which is anything related to money. We're going to start out with a quick money card. It says, remove the word broke from your vocabulary. You are abundant with resources and opportunities to assist in building wealth. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. At first, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very creative, very free-spirited. When I see this card, it like screams freedom to me. So I think you're going to get some freedom on some things that maybe you didn't have before, which is super exciting. I feel like you're going to have more flexibility too. I think it's going to come with more responsibility, but we're more excited about the freedom and the flexibility that's coming. So more freedom and more flexibility seems to be coming your way in terms of career here. The next card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. I like this though because I think you're making good moves. You're putting your resources in the right place, time, money, energy, all of those sorts of resources. The Queen of Pentacles says that we are being resourceful with the resources that we have. So I think you're positioning yourself career-wise and money-wise well. And at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change, finding out news. Again, I feel like there's some sort of change happening that you're going to get this additional flexibility and freedom from. And then the Queen of Pentacles is just kind of a general reflection of career and finances. But let's take a look at our clarifiers. First, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity. This is about spiritual illumination. I always tell people this is like what truly genuinely feels good at your core. So I like this freedom, flexibility. This is going to be much more aligned with the things you enjoy, with the things that you want to be doing. The next card we have is the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of persistence. Keep up the good work. Like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, we're positioning ourselves well career and finance-wise. So stay persistent with the efforts that you've been making there. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Pentacles. You very well could be moving into a leadership role, and that's where that freedom and flexibility is coming through with the King of Pentacles. This change, though, could also be a new investment opportunity. But again, I feel like a lot of you are moving into a leadership role. With this, though, the King of Pentacles is always a reminder to be solid, practical, and wise. I think you've done a good job with that, especially seeing the Queen of Pentacles and showing that we've been resourceful that way. But keep that up there. And in terms of career and money, keep that kind of lens of being solid, practical, and wise. Okay, moving on to our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to love. We have the card that says Romance, Cupid's Arrow Strikes. Woo! So, potentially some new, oh yeah, look at that. Love, 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 huh? Okay, taking a look at our love column, first up we have the Lovers card. I don't know if I said this. So this column is family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, anything that you associate with love. But to start with, we have the Lovers card. We always love the Lovers card in the love column. How many times can we say love here, Pisces? But this is a good one. This is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together, all wonderful things we like to see. If you're hoping to enter into a new relationship, this is a great card for you, or this is a great reflection of a current relationship as well. So it's really nice, strong love there. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. It's interesting. This is typically a money card, but this is like investing into the relationship. And I'm hearing that this is such a good relationship to invest in. So again, whether it's new or existing, again, this is a good place for you to be vested in. This is a good relationship for you to be in, to want to be in, to be committed with. Again, wise investment in terms of the relationship. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. I don't know that you need to reassure yourself here, but you should allow yourself to feel confident in this relationship. You already know it's a good investment. You already know this relationship's strong. So be confident in that. You don't need to question or doubt yourself there. Let's take a look at our clarifiers now. The first card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So it's wanting something that we don't quite have yet, which I love this because, again, if you wanted the relationship to advance or you wanted a new relationship, I feel like we're fulfilling this desire. We're fulfilling this thing that you want with this relationship. So it's great. Again, if you're single and want a relationship, expect your relationship coming in. If you want your current relationship to advance, it's a good card for both. The next card that we have is the Hangman. The Hangman is a card of like gaining wisdom, and we go back to the being wise, solid, practical, and wise, and wisdom here. So I don't have a whole lot of meaning or definition there other than the literal meaning. So I'm going to keep reminding you, solid, practical, wise, solid, practical, wise. Again, this seems to be a good place to invest your heart and your love. At the bottom here, we have the Devil card. Anytime we have the Devil card, it's a card of overdoing. This oftentimes can be like overthinking. So again, you need to be confident. I feel like it's easy to be like skeptical or question the situation. So try and keep some of that overthinking or that kind of doubt at bay where you can. Especially for those of you in that new relationship, I know it's hard to not have your doubts in the beginning. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Feel Balanced. I love this. I love when we get a peaceful card, harmony, balance. We can all always use more balance. So I love to see balance coming into the remainder of June for you. But let's see what we are balancing here. First up, we have the King of Wands. This is like taking power moves. I feel like you've had to make a lot of big, courageous, bold power moves lately. So there's going to be some balance coming in. You won't have to be quite as aggressive in everything you do, which is nice to see, Pisces. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. Anytime I see the Seven of Cups, it's a super busy card. There's something different happening in each cup. I like this because the busyness is going to pull back. It's going to slow a little bit too. It can be hard to commit to things because you've been so busy, but with this new balance, that's going to mitigate maybe some of that non-committal energy you had been feeling. And last but not least, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is having to kind of withdraw, retreat, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, I feel like you've been making so many bold, aggressive moves. It's nice to kind of just pull back and ease back, withdraw a tiny bit. So love that for you. Let's see what other messages we have. Up first, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, financial gain, enjoyment. Again, these big aggressive moves that you've been making really are going to pay off, but we don't have to keep doing them. Again, we can ease up a little bit, have a little bit more balance. We also have the Four of Swords, which can be a tired card. It's a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. Can't talk today, sorry. But that's good with the balance card too. Again, we were so busy, going so fast. This is an opportunity to kind of rest, retreat, renew, rebalance ourselves. And at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. Again, this is kind of pulling away, pulling back, withdrawing a little bit, giving ourselves some white space, some calm, quiet space. So love that for you too as well, Pisces. Now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Four of Spades. This is number 49 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Seven of Clubs. This is number 20 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Ace of Hearts. This is number 11 card. That's going to be a no. So no, yes, no there for you, Pisces. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. It's a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. You have Black Tourmaline this month, which is good for protection, relaxation, both things we talked about. Relaxes body, mind, and spirit. And last but not least, we're going to pull a quick card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You only need to accept yourself. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Pisces, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your June.